If I was your best friend, I'd want you around all the time. Girl, I'll be your best friend if you promise that you'll be mine. Please say he's just a friend. Now,
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If y'all don't know, this is your girl, Can I Be Your Best Friend Too? Now, as y'all know, I am a streamer on the Plenty of Fish platform. Top badge, best friend, if you didn't know. Now, the end of the year is coming up. I think today is November 1st. So we have 2 months to prepare ourselves for 2024. And if you are like me, I have had people in the streaming game that kind of gave me the game in my second year of streaming that pretty much stated you have to always prepare yourself for the next season. And I remember when I was my first year, my first year did really, really good. And I'm thinking, I got to prepare myself for the for the next year. I'm doing good. I'm going to continue to do exactly what I'm doing. I don't need to prepare, blase, blase, blase. But y'all know I preach this all the time. You got to make sure you set yourself up to what you want to do and what the plan is. That's super important. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself, honestly, doing good and then not being prepared when things are slow or when things go wrong. And I feel like when being a streamer, literally anything can happen. Anything can happen. And if you're a streamer like me and been in the game for a minute, you know streaming is like a roller coaster. 1 minute you can be doing amazing and next minute things can be slow. So this video is to prepare yourself for 2024 and how can you prepare for all the slow times and good times. Now, the first thing I want you guys to do is figure out where you want to be next year. Figure out where you want to be next year. Figure out maybe the diamond amount. Figure out the goals that you're trying to accomplish. Figure that out. And when you figure this out, make sure that it is obtainable. Because it's like, for example, I have 155 million diamonds, right? For me, by the end of the year, I really want to hit 200 mil. That's my small term goal, right? 220 is my long term goal, right? And how I obtained this goal is by figuring out how much I have averaged over the years to see if would even be possible, and to maybe put a little bit of insurance on it to go ahead and challenge myself. Now, we all love a little challenge. And if you are a streamer and you are not for a challenge, what are you doing? So figure out your goal. Figure out where you want to be. Figure out what you are trying to accomplish. Now, once again, I've said this before. It could be diamonds. It could be faves. It could be maybe being a top streamer. It could be maybe getting your top badge. It could be maybe being monetized on YouTube. It could maybe be big on TikTok. Whatever your plan is, you got to have a plan and you got to figure out, because every platform have a leadership board. Every platform have people legit that you're aiming to be better than or to be like, right? And I tell yourself, never compare yourself to anyone. But sometimes it's not bad to see someone maybe excelling in what you're trying to do and maybe vibing out with that energy. So that way, because if they're maybe determined and they're streaming every day and they're on top of their game and they are getting the results that you want, maybe mimicking that is the best thing for you, right? Streaming every day, being consistent, being positive, you know what I'm saying, not complaining. Sometimes that is the best direction for you. Now, the next thing is going to be simple. Revamp. Now, I know a lot of you guys are so set in your ways that you don't want to revamp anything. You don't want to revamp your backdrop, your ring light, maybe your style, maybe your image, maybe your emojis in your name, maybe your name, But I am a firm believer that every year you should bring something fresh, something different, remain the same, but bring something different that maybe a lot of people haven't seen. So because think about it. Let's say if you've been on the platform for 4 or 5 years, even 2 years, your people will get bored seeing the same thing over and over and over. And I'm being honest with you, you're going to find yourself being bored seeing and doing the same thing over and over. So figure out what can you do to revamp maybe your image or the things that are around you, so that way you do not get internally bored with them. Now for me, what I've done every year is revamp my name. You know what I'm saying? I haven't changed my name. Well, okay, I did. So when I first started off in the streaming world, my name was Can I Be Your Best Friend? And then once I got my top badge, which was close to my second year, I changed my name to Best Friend. I like it because my name is short, sweet, and simple, just to be honest with you. And then just recently, I changed, when I decided to be a YouTuber, I changed my name to my Instagram, which is Bestie Vibes Me, from Princess Mello. And the reason why is because I feel like Bestie Vibes go with my brand of my TikTok, the brand of my YouTube, and the brand of my streaming name. And I feel like it just flowed, right? So really thinking of the bigger picture is super important. Now, don't be afraid of revamping, because revamping doesn't mean that you change who you are. It just means that you heighten the level of what you are and what you're trying to do. If you're a person, maybe all year you had the same backdrop, go to Amazon, go buy you some more backdrops, go to eBay, buy you some backdrops, go to Shein. Like Shein have some dope backdrops for like $2 or $3. You know, sometimes you get them on sale. And they also have some really cool party favors, so do not sleep on Shein when it comes to decorating your background. Whether you're a TikToker, a streamer, whatever you decide to do, like you can use it universal. And once again, if you are a streamer on a Plenty of Fish Mimi platform, we do a lot of auctions. We do a lot of birthday parties. Go on there and find you things for birthdays and get all of that stuff now. A lot of that stuff is on sale. Get it now, so that way you will be fully prepared for what is in store for next year, right? So if it's your birthday, you have a birthday banner. If it is Christmas, you have a Christmas banner. Get that stuff in advance so you can be ready to tackle anything and everything that comes your way for next year. Now, the next thing I want you guys to focus on more than anything is your attitude and really figuring out what could I've done different. Now, asking yourself this question is going to be super important. It's really like a come to Jesus moment. Could you have streamed more? Could you have been more nicer in your stream? Could you offered, maybe more help to the people that's in your stream to understand what you're doing? Could you have been more available? Was your schedule more closed? And maybe now you think opening up your schedule will maybe benefit you so much more. Now, let's talk about that really quick. I know a lot of times, a lot of people say, well, it's really hard to put time and effort into streaming or being a streamer or a content creator because I truly do not have the time. But here go a good thing you can do. Get you a notebook or an agenda or a binder that is strictly for what you're trying to accomplish. This right here is where you're going to put all your ideas. Everything that comes to mind is going to go inside of this folder. So that way it can kind of keep you on schedule of what you're trying to accomplish. And I feel like all your ideas should be there, including your schedule. So let's just say if you work 12 hours a day, but you are still trying to make sure that your craft do not get left behind. And so let's say you say, okay, I work 12 hours a day, but I'm off on the weekends. So maybe you can dedicate Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays to streaming, right? So then you let everybody know that those are the days you're going to be streaming. But do not be afraid to utilize other platforms like your TikTok, like your Instagram, and let everybody know if your times change for any reason. But once again, you got to understand this. If you are trying to be successful at your craft, you got to put time into it. And once again, like I said, you got to have a come to Jesus moment. And you truly have to ask yourself, am I the reason why I am not as successful in this as possible? If the answer is yes, what can you do next year to make sure that you do not have the same problem moving forward? Because you're the only one that can dictate that. Now, the next thing y'all want to do, now this is my favorite. Tax season. Woo woo. Woo woo. Woo woo. Now, you may say, best friend, tax season is not until next year. Yes, you're right. But this is the perfect opportunity to start gathering all your receipts of everything that you bought for your stream or being a content creator. If you're taking a trip, if you maybe bought a new backdrop, if you bought a new phone, whatever these things is, make sure you gather all the receipts. Make sure you put all your emails. Go to your emails and maybe, like they send your receipts. Go to your emails and color code everything. So that way you know that is dealing with your 2024 taxes. And get those things together so that way when tax time do roll around, you have everything in order, right? Now, mind you, this video is all about getting yourself together for 2024. And so understanding what you would need, because if you are a streamer like me or a content creator, you can understand we are self-employed. And whenever we are making money off a platform and they are not taking taxes out of it, baby, Uncle Sam with their money, right? So please keep in mind that that's super important. But let's talk about that really quick. The end of the year is coming up and Black Friday is right around the corner. Some of you guys have old phones. And now mind you, this video is not sponsored. So I'm not, nobody telling you go run out and go get you a new iPhone 15. But if you know you got an iPhone 2, maybe it's about time that, to upgrade your phone. And guess what? It is a tax write-off, right? Mind you, your phone, I write off my phone bill every year. And also please keep in mind that if you buy a new ring light, that's a write-off, right? If you let's say if you buy, the little speaker, the little microphone or whatever, because it helps your streaming or, if we do with your craft, that's a write-off. If you are traveling for maybe something dealing with being a content creator, anything around that, it is a write-off. So keep in mind that with Black Friday and Christmas coming right around the corner, do not be afraid to buy yourself things that will help elevate you in your craft for next year, because it is a tax write-off as long as you buy it before the end of the year, right? December 31st, then it is write-off. It will be qualified for 2023. So keep that in mind. And I want to throw that in because, like I said, that is very important. A lot of people say, well, I need to get a new phone or I need to get new lighting, but I can't afford it or blah, 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 blah. But yes, you can. Get it. It's going to make your stream better. If it's going to make your stream better, if it's going to make you happier, and it's going to make your supporters and your followers and your fans more happier because maybe they can see you, or it brings a new blah, blah to your life, do it. I'm telling you, it is do it. Do it. Because some of y'all, I hate going into a streamer's live and the lighting is bad. And I'm like, babies, you can go to Best Buy and buy you a ring light for $80 that will last you for a long time. Or go to Amazon and get you a ring light, a good one, for $60. Like, what are you doing? Right? And guess what? It is a tax write-off. So, baby, you're not losing, and it's something that you're doing. And if you say this is what you want to do, you got to invest in yourself. Now, another thing that's going to help you with the next year is networking. Now, I talk about this all the time. You're like, best friend, I'm tired of you telling about networking because I know I need to network like a duh. No. Listen here. November and December is going to be the most critical times to network. No matter what platform you on, you want to gather with like-minded people. You want to have an understanding of who you want in your circle, what type of people you want in your circle, and you want to lock in with these people. These people are going to help elevate what you're trying to do. Because if my mindset is I want to elevate on the platform, and their mindset is that they want to elevate on the platform. We got the same mindset. That means we are both going to the top. That means we are both going in the same direction. It is nothing like holding on to people that still want to be here when you're trying to elevate. Because what happens? The crab in the barrel mentality, they'll find yourself pulling you right down. By February, everything I just taught you go right out the window, because guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. They get lazy, you get lazy. They don't want to stream no more, you don't want to stream no more. They got a bad attitude about streaming by March, you got a bad attitude about streaming. They live slow, so they don't want to get off the app. Your live got slow too, you want to get off the app. But if a good streamer, even when the app is slow, even when your live is slow, even when business is slow, you still do everything you did when your live or your business was popping, right? I tell my daughter all the time, it's not about, praising God when things are good. It's giving him the praise when things are bad. So keep that same attitude when your stream is bad, even like when it's good. And I promise it's going to draw good people to you. Heavy on. And it's like this. Who doesn't want to be around good people for 2024? I know I do. Who doesn't want to be around good people that have good energy, good vibe, positive, juju? I want it. Like, come. I want it. And the reason why I want it, because there's going to be times where I need someone to push me. Because are you the type of person where you always find yourself like pushing other people to be great, but then you ain't got nobody to ever push you to be great? Like, I need somebody to push me to be great when I'm feeling like I am not great today. And in 2024, I want to surround myself with that type of people. Now you got to ask yourself, what type of people do you want to surround yourself with? If it's positive people, then right now, lock in with positive people. Let them know straight up, I'm really trying to, mess with you next year. I'm really trying to lock in with you. I'm really trying to grow with you next year. Let people know what your goal is, because I say this too, a cloud's mouth don't get fed. People don't know sometimes that you are trying to work with them or collab with them or mess with them, because so many, and especially in our line of work of being streamers and content creators, people flock to us and latch on to us because they want something from us. And I'm not saying these people don't want something from you, right? It can just be that they want your good energy. They could be your vibe, right? Whatever the case is. But at least I'm telling you straight up what I want from you. I want good energy, good vibes, and I want good juju. I want to support you, and I want you to come support me, right? I want us to both elevate to the top. So when you are figuring out what type of people you want around you in 2024, start looking for that now. November, December, look for that now. Don't wait until 2024 when it's too late. Now, last and not least. Last and not least. Now, this is an easy one. Now, you may be like, best friend, you could have left this one out. You could have said, best friend, you know what? Why you didn't say this in the beginning? The last thing you need to prep yourself for 2024 is simple. Have a great mindset. Now, mindset is everything. You got to believe you're going to do good. You got to know that you're going to be good. You got to know that legit, no matter who talks about you, who feels like you can't do it, no matter what anybody says, you got to know that you can do all things through Christ. And you also got to know that you are the only person that can hinder yourself from being successful in these things that you want to be. Like, nobody's forcing you. Like, being a content creator, like I said, is not hard, but it's not easy. And one thing about us is we don't have a boss that is telling us, go clock in, go clock in, go clock in, go clock in. We are the one telling ourselves, we are the one that have to tell ourselves to go clock in, go push the live button. I know you don't feel like streaming. I know you're busy. But with your mindset, if it's something that you want, girl, dude, you got to get off the couch and you just got to do it, because nobody's going to do it unless you do it. That's the only difference by like being a content creator / streamer versus like working a real job. Like nobody is going to be that accountable. No, they can't fire you. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't get fired. But the way you get fired is people legit stop messing with you because you're not consistent or you don't have good vibes or good juju. But I am counting on everybody, whether you are a TikToker, a YouTuber, a streamer, on any platform. I am counting on you to sit down and plan all this stuff up and be the best version of yourself for next year. And for you guys not to repeat the same cycle you did this year. Being lazy, talking yourself out of being amazing, and honestly allowing weird people with weird energy and weird vibes to pull you down to their level. Prep for next year, and I guarantee you it's going to be one of the best years that you had of your life as being a streamer or content creator. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying I got all the answers, but one thing that have helped me more than anything is being prepared. Being prepared has been it's been amazing. Like for me, like even really quick, you know, I got this little book and I write everything down. This is my book for next year. Like this is my book for next year. I write everything down. I write down everything I'm trying to accomplish. And I write it down and I look over it over and over and over. So I'm telling you, you guys can be successful too. And I believe in you. I truly believe in you. But me believing in you is not enough. You got to believe in yourself. So make sure that y'all legit do the work, put the work in, so 2024 can be the best year of your streaming career or you know what I'm saying? You can elevate, you can glow up. On that note, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming back week after week. Make sure y'all tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell all your friends. Best friend said like, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with a friend. I love you.